Hello and welcome back to the classes by Mrs. Monisha. We are back today with a new topic, exponents or indices. The multiplication of a particular number with itself is a very common thing that we observe while doing sums. Now, what is this kind of multiplication? You see, the number 2 is multiplied to itself thrice. So, we can write this in the form of 2 to the power 3. That is, this is called when we multiply a same number to itself n number of times, we write the number which is multiplied at the bottom, and the number of times at which it is multiplied, it is written in the form of a power. And we say this is 2 to the power 3. So for example, if I multiply 4 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So 4 to the power 7. So how it is read? This one, which is the number that is multiplied n number of times, that is called the base. This is the base. And the number of times that it was multiplied, this is called the exponent or index. And how do we read it? We read it as 4 to the power 7 or 4 raised to the power 7. So in general, if a is any number that is multiplied to itself, say n times, so we will write it as a to the power n, where a is the base and n is the exponent. Alright. Suppose if I say evaluate 3 to the power 4. So what does it mean? It means 3 is multiplied 4 times. So 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 27 into 3, 81. So the value of 3 to the power 4 is 81. So let's say minus 2 to the power 4. That means minus 2 is multiplied 4 times. So there are even number of minus signs, so the product will have a positive sign, and 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. But if I would have multiplied this minus 2 3 times, then we would have got minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2. Now the minus is present 3 times over here. All of us are acquainted with the multiplication of integers. So we know when we multiply odd number of terms having negative signs, the product will always have a negative sign. So minus 8. Alright. So in general, if minus a is a number with the sign minus to the power n, this will give you a to the power n as the answer if n is even. Why? For even number of terms, the minus sign gets converted to positive. For each pair you have a positive sign. Suppose minus a into minus a into minus a. So n number of terms, in the time this is multiplied. So for each pair you have a positive sign. For another pair you will have a positive sign. So n is even. So you will have even number. For even number, that means you will be able to form pairs of numbers here. So for each pair positive signs, and therefore the result has a positive sign. This you already have learnt in your integers in the lower classes. But if you have n as odd, then the answer becomes a to the power n, but with the negative sign right in front. Okay, so it becomes minus a to the power n. Alright, now if I generalize, if I particularize this as minus 1 to the power n. So this is minus 1, suppose n is even. Okay, so minus 1 multiplied n number of times, and n being an even number, your answer will always be 1. And for n odd, your answer will always be minus 1. Alright, this is a very important concept. Okay. So if I say minus 1 to the power 17, answer is minus 1. You need not multiply and see. Minus 1, power is odd. Power odd means there will be a negative sign, and minus 1 multiplied 17 number of times will give you 1 itself, and because of this power 17 odd number, this is a negative sign. So minus 1 to the power 100, this will give you 1. Why? Minus 1 multiplied 100 times. So for 100 negative integers, negative ones, you're getting a positive answer, and a 1 multiplied to itself any number of times will give you 1. Alright, so I hope this is clear. Let us do some sums based on this. So if I say express 32 in the powers of 2. So how we will express this 32, or say let us express 512 in the powers of 2. So how will you express? Whenever you have to express a particular number in the exponential form, you will prime factorize the number. 32, 16, 8, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 32 is 2 to the power 5. That means what this 32 means 2 is multiplied 5 times. So a number when multiplied to itself n number of times, we know it is the number to the power n. So here 2 is multiplied to itself 5 times, so it is 2 to the power 5. Similarly 512. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is 2 is multiplied 9 times. 2 to the power 9. Alright. So we have to prime factorize the number that has been given to us in order to present the number in the exponential form. Say we had 200 and we have to express 200 in the prime factor in the power form. So 200 So we can see 200 is 2 is multiplied to itself thrice and 5 is multiplied twice. So this is 2 cube 5 square. Alright. Let's take another sum. Say 420 if we take. So with 2 this is 10. 3 if we do, this is 35, 1. So this is 420 is equal to 2 square into 3 into 5 into 7. Alright, this is presenting the number in the exponential form. Okay, so each of these have powers 1 you can write. So any number to the power 1 is the number itself. Okay, now there are certain names that are given to some powers. Suppose I say a to the power 2, it means a into a. So whenever the power is 2, we say a squared. For power 2, we use the term squared. And suppose it is a3, a to the power 3. So we say a into a into a. So for this we write a cube, which is a cubed. Okay. So for power 2 we say squared, and for power 3 we say cubed. So these are the some special names that are given to powers. All right. Okay. Let's do one more sum here. Say 3 to the power x is 243. 3 to the power x is 243. So your question is find x. Find x. So since you see on the left hand side you have the base as 3 and the exponent is x. So in order to find x, you have to express the right hand side in terms of powers of 3. So how to bring this in the power notation? You prime factorize this. So with 3 this is 81, with 3 this is 27. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 to the power x is equal to 3 to the power 5. So comparing both sides, you can see x is equal to 5. So the value of x is 3 to the power 5. So when x is raised to the power 5, 3 is raised to the power 5, you will get the answer as 243. Alright, another example, let's see. Say minus 2 by 3 whole to the power x is equal to 16 by 81. Minus 2 by 3. So you can see 16, for such kind of sums, the left hand side only will give you the hint how to express the right hand side in which power form. So since the left hand side is, the base is minus 2 by 3, that means the right hand side also we have to express in the form of base minus 2 by 3. So 16 you can see it is a power of 2, and 3 you can see it's a power of 3. So how will we write this as? So 16 means with 16 is 2 to the power 4. Similarly, 81 is also 3 to the power 4. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 27 into 3 is 81. So this is power 4. So now see, minus 2 by 3 whole to the power 4. Now minus 2 by 3 has a negative sign. When it is raised to an even number or even power, the negative sign gets dissolved to a positive sign. So here automatically you are getting 16 by 81. So 2 by 3 whole to the power 4 is also 16 by 81, and minus 2 by 3 whole to the power 4 is also 16 by 81. Why? Because of this power, even power. Because for this even power, both of them will have the same value. Why? Because 2 square is also 4 and minus 2 square is also 4. But if this would have been an odd number, the power would have been an odd number, then in that case there would be a difference in the signs. So here this right hand side we can write as this right hand side in the form of minus 2 by 3 whole to the power 4. So what we can see over here, so x equals to 4. So on comparing both the left hand side and the right hand side, we can see x is power 4. Alright. Just to show you once again, 2 to the power 4, minus 2 by 3 whole to the power 4. How do we get this as 16 by 81? Minus 2 by 3 raised to the power 4. So minus 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 into minus 2 by 3 into minus 2 by 3 into minus 2 by 3. Okay, so this is minus 2 into minus, because there are 4 minus signs, so the product will have a positive sign. Now 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. We know how to multiply the numbers in rational numbers, how to multiply rational numbers. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. 16 by 81. So minus 2 by 3 whole to the power 4 is 16 by 81. Now how to find, for finding each of these, you have to split that up. For the numerator, separately you will factorize the numerator and get the numerator for this, and for the denominator, separately factorize the denominator and get the denominator for this. That will help you out in this way, and then you can write this as 16 by 81, you can write it as minus 2 by 3 whole to the power 4. Now since both the sides have the same base, minus 2 by 3 and minus 2 by 3, you can equate the powers and get the answer as x is equal to 4. So I hope the basics of the lesson exponents would be clear to you if you go through the video. And for any doubts, you can of course comment your problems and your issues regarding this introductory part in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please do subscribe the channel and like the videos if you really like the way I teach and the lessons that have been uploaded for you. For any links of the previous lessons, you will of course find them in the description box. See you soon with more of this topic, with more details and sums. Till then, take care.